Bar can feel confusing at first. Industrial port, no obvious beach, and most cruisers step off the ship wondering if they've arrived at the wrong place. But here's the thing. Once you understand the layout and make a few smart decisions early, this port becomes one of the most rewarding stops in Montenegro. You'll discover how to spend your day without wasting time, which hidden gems are worth the drive, and where to find authentic Montenegrin culture that most passengers walk right past. Stick around because we're about to show you the best way to spend your day in Bar. I'm Charlie from Travel Day Trip Ideas, where we help you explore cruise ports like a local, not a tourist. Today, we're covering Bar Montenegro, and this place delivers far more than most passengers expect. When you step off the ship at the cruise terminal, you're in a working port. It's industrial, it's functional, and it's not immediately charming. The terminal has basic facilities, but your best experiences are waiting beyond the port gates. Bar sits on Montenegro's southern coast, about an hour south of the more famous Kotor. The modern town spreads along the waterfront, while the real treasure, Stari Bar, sits in the hills about 4 kilometers inland. Now, before we dive into the day, let's talk about the biggest decisions you need to make in Bar. First, do you want history or beach? The main attraction is Stari Bar, the medieval old town with fortress ruins and mountain views. If you want beaches, they're nearby, but require transport. Second, timing and transport. Stari Bar is a short taxi ride away, but the site itself needs at least 90 minutes to explore properly. Taxis are easy, but you'll need to arrange a return. Third, DIY or tour. Here's the thing. Bar isn't complicated, but the distances add up, and the port shuttle timing can be unpredictable. A quick note on tours. Cruise line excursions are easy, but you often pay much more for the same experience. Local tours usually offer smaller groups, better value, and more time at the actual sites instead of waiting in big groups. And the reputable ones, no cruise timings. They'll get you back with the same safety buffer as the ship's own excursions. So if you're not comfortable with taxis or buses, or if you want to see Lake Skadar or the Old Olive Tree as well, a local tour is a smart move here. We've added our favorite local tour options in the description, and they understand cruise schedules perfectly. Walk through the port gates and you'll reach a shuttle drop point near the marina. The modern town of Bar spreads out from here. It's not picturesque, but it's real. You'll see locals going about their day, cafes serving strong coffee, and a long waterfront promenade lined with palm trees. The atmosphere is relaxed and unpretentious. This is where Montenegrins actually live, not a place designed for tourists. Here's mistake number 1. Most cruisers take one look at the port area and either stay on the ship or book an expensive excursion to Kotor. We almost did the same thing. But once you get to Stari Bar, you'll find one of the most atmospheric medieval ruins in the Balkans. The modern town is just the gateway. The real magic is up in those hills. Head to the taxi stand near the marina. A taxi to Stari Bar costs around 10 to 15 euros each way. Agree on the price before you leave and arrange a return time with your driver. Most drivers will give you their number and come back to collect you. The drive takes about 10 to 15 minutes, winding up through residential streets and olive groves. The landscape shifts from coastal to mountainous, and you'll start to see why this location was chosen for a fortress. Stari Bar sits on a hillside with views over the valley and out toward the sea. The entrance fee is around 5 euros, and you'll walk through a stone gateway into what feels like a medieval time capsule. The old town was abandoned after an earthquake in 1979, but the ruins have been preserved and partially restored. You'll wander through narrow cobblestone streets, past the remains of churches, mosques, and Ottoman baths. The mix of architectural styles tells the story of Bar's layered history. Venetian, Ottoman, and Montenegrin influences all left their mark here. The fortress walls are impressive, and you can climb up to higher levels for panoramic views. The stone is warm in the sun, and the air smells like wild herbs and pine. Lisa loved the quiet corners where you could sit and just take in the atmosphere. There are information plaques in English, so you can follow the history as you explore. Plan to spend at least 90 minutes here. It's not a quick stop. It's a place to wander, discover, and absorb. This is one port where a lot of people book a tour because the timing is tight and the distances add up. If you want to see Stari Bar, the old olive tree, and maybe Lake Skara or the aqueduct, you're looking at multiple taxi rides and careful time management. Tours handle the driving, the timing, and the logistics, which honestly takes a lot of stress out of the day and helps you avoid wasting half your port time stuck in traffic or trying to find the right taxi. For lunch, head back down to the modern town and find a local restaurant near the marina. Try riblia chorba, a rich fish soup, or grilled squid with blitva, a local green similar to chard. Fresh fish is everywhere, usually grilled and served with olive oil and lemon. And don't skip the local wine. Montenegro produces some excellent varieties that pair perfectly with seafood. The prices are much better than the tourist spots near the port, and the food is more authentic. If you have more time and want the best historical experience on the island, stay in Stari Bar and explore the aqueduct. It's a short walk from the main fortress area. This Ottoman-era aqueduct is one of the best preserved examples in the region, with 17 arches stretching across the valley. It's free to visit, and the stonework is impressive. You can walk along the base and imagine the engineering skill it took to build this in the 16th century. Here's mistake number 2. If you arrange a taxi return, don't wait until the last minute to head back. The drivers are reliable, but if you miss your agreed time, you might struggle to find another taxi quickly. Always build in buffer time, especially in Bar where things move on Balkan time. We saw a couple of cruisers panicking because they cut it too close. Here's the premium versus budget breakdown. The premium route is booking a local tour that takes you to Stari Bar, the old olive tree, and maybe Lake Skara or the coastal viewpoints. You'll pay around 50 to 70 euros per person, but you get maximum efficiency in a port where distances add up fast and taxi coordination can slow you down. The budget version is taking a taxi to Stari Bar, spending the morning there, and walking the marina promenade in the afternoon. You'll spend around 20 to 30 euros on transport and save the rest for food and drinks. Both options work. It just depends on how much you want to see and how comfortable you are navigating independently. As the afternoon winds down, make your way back to the port. Here's something most cruisers don't realize. The port shuttle timing can be unpredictable, so leave yourself at least 90 minutes before your ship's departure time. Walk along the promenade if you have time. It's peaceful, lined with cafes, and gives you a last taste of local life. Here's mistake number 3. Don't assume Bar is just a backup port for Kotor. Yes, it's less famous, but that's exactly what makes it special. You get authentic Montenegrin culture, incredible medieval ruins, and none of the cruise ship crowds. If you approach it with curiosity instead of disappointment, you'll leave with one of your best port memories. On the walk back to the ship, we stopped at a small bakery and grabbed a burek. It was warm, flaky, and filled with cheese. That's the magic of Bar. It's not polished or designed for tourists. It's real. You get the best of Montenegro when you embrace what's actually here instead of wishing it was somewhere else. If you only do one thing today, make it Stari Bar. The fortress, the views, the atmosphere. It's the kind of place where you forget you're on a cruise schedule. Just don't forget to leave early enough to get back. We've added our favorite local tours in the description below. Great value, smaller groups, and they've always had us back to the ship with plenty of time. Tell us how you'd spend your day in Bar, and keep watching for the next port.